talk about a big play. Hey, you don't get any bigger than that.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready? 64,
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the six-time Pro Bowler Eric Allen. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Looking to throw on second down. Gabriel, throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Down. Right. Strike two. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll bring up second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on second down. Gabriel completes it to Jason Witten. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Ertz over the middle. All that for a 2-yard gain. Second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Second down and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Fielded right around the 8. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Mahomes to throw on second down. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the fumble recovery, Gabriel. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple. Looking to throw on second down, Gabriel. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd and 2, Gabriel. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. He's got the first down and more. And touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Gabriel. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, Gabriel. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki. 49 yards. And the NFC has taken the early lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Again, they run with Campbell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now Burrow on first down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Donald Parham, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. Tackle made there by Haloti Ngata.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
In motion right comes Green. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. They complete it to Hill. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And that's complete. It's Green here. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Green will come in motion right. And Burrow going to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Say hello to Haloti Ngata. He gets there on the sack. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Here's Ray Guy now, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the NFC will take over deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Gabriel. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Gabriel. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
They go up the middle with Campbell, and he'll get it inside the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, here's Campbell. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Earl Campbell, a 9-yard touchdown. In this one, I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from Denver. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Perry. Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Off play action. Perry. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. They go play action here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Gabriel. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Mike Gesicki, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the NFC has taken the early lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Hester to return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Delaney Walker from 13 yards out. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by Quay Walker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Gabriel. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Campbell making the catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Down. Right, 97.
They'll run with Patterson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Gabriel swinging this out for Pollard. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hester to return from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash. Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Mike Gesicki with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the NFC has broken the tie. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Perry. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Aaron Donald just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the 6-time Pro Bowler Eric Allen. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake the... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Throwing on 1st down. Gabriel looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Cordell Patterson, 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for the touchdown. Call that an 84-yard kick return. And the NFC is within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is now a 1-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start on the ground here on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hey, check it. Let's go.
From the 25 on second down, Brady going for Jefferson downfield. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Brady, a quick throw out to Edelman. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches called the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 2, Brady. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with favorite wideout Julian Edelman as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line.
Here we go.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. On 1st and 10, Gabriel. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. first down. Gabriel. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Calvin Johnson from 19 yards away. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Take it in at the 3. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Brady. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now Brady again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Calvin Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the NFC has taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On first down. Brady steps away to his left. Oh, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on second and long. Brady going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third and long, it's Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Touchdown! Tom Brady hooking up with favorite wideout Julian Edelman. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. In the second quarter and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
And he will not get there as the try for two is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching?
Touchdown! Calvin Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they're able to add on to their advantage. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. managing risk. This is a big decision here.
Hey, ball 66.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady letting one go deep here for Gronk. They've got his man complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 39, Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's caught. Touchdown. Harold Carmichael as the first half is winding down. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Taking it about the 1. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
To throw on 2nd down. Gabriel looking for Campbell downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Aqib Talib. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
2nd down and goal. Brady. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tom Brady taking it in from 11 yards out. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, The only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks, but here he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for two? They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they decide to still go for it even after the 5-yard penalty.
Now, was that they had and in their
Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the double.
Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Patterson running between the tackles. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Off play action. Gabriel. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Gabriel throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Looking to throw. Gabriel into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Chad Greenway, with a pick. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Paris Campbell, 65 yards. And the NFC strikes quickly for 6. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they've ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run. That's correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Go! Drop 60, on the ball,
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Forced out to his left. Airing this one out for Evans. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Calvin Johnson from 19 yards away, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They run it again with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
18 Riders.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Ready, quick. On the ball.
On first down, Hurts.
And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Jalen Hurts
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Off the play fake. Gabriel. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gabriel.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Chad Greenway, with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They go play action with Hurts.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Play action, here's Hurts.
Open man here, it's the tight end Kelsey. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's good for 28 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
19.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Packers are going to have a 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hurts. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now the NFC going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
On the check. 18, Pioneer.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And Cook has it left side. And it's a Packers touchdown.
James Cook
From 3 yards out.
And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And some room to work.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Throwing on first down. Gabriel. That ball caught by Campbell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Here's a give to Patterson.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
38.
Here's Patterson again.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Okay, right?
They'll run with a longtime Buccaneer. It's Mike Alstott.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This one left side caught by Patterson. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson from 6 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The NFC going to line up and go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that foot